Hello there, welcome. This is only one Kenobi, only one, and I'm going to do a review. This arrived today, the VC145 in the vintage collection. It is the 41st Elite Corps Clonetrooper. I have talked about this recently because if you remember, if you are a subscriber, I tried to shrink the helmet for the Black Series release of this. So as Steve Evans said, he said this is third time lucky, he said, in his little Hasbro conference or whatever. He said we finally nailed this figure because there was a release of it where it was pretty much all white in the Black Series. Then they released it again with a bit more grey. And now apparently this is exactly as the paint touch-ups should be on this figure. Alas, they didn't do one thing, Hasbro, and that was to sort this helmet out because it's ridiculously oversized. This is a helmet here that's really well done in the vintage collection. Now this is the VC45, one of my favourite figures ever, and the sculpt is amazing, the body's amazing. In fact, this figure has the same sculpt as that figure there. This is the first time this body mould came out, except the proportions of the helmet were excellent, whereas this one is the same oversized helmet we've had since 2005, so they haven't done that. So that's just lazy, if you want me to be bluntly honest. Anyway, I shall come and I will show you a close-up of that card shortly. I just wanted to show you the rest of the figures that are in the vintage collection. Revenge of the Sith line. We've had loads. They're in no particular order. We've had the AT-RT Trooper. We've had the Clone Trooper 212th, which is, again, oversized helmet, but it's a nice card back. Shock Trooper we've had in that line. You've had the Clone Trooper 501st, although I would really love it if they gave us this. Boom, Commander Appo. I love the idea of that being a card back. And that is Appo, if you look at the facts of the fiction. And, of course, this is one of my favourites as well. This is Clone Trooper, or Clone Commander Cody. That's a great figure. Oddball, a figure I don't have loose. Ah, yes, I haven't got that one loose. The results of that competition are coming up, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. Commander Gree, and of course, the Clone Trooper. I have two of these, as you know, if you are a subscriber. You've seen my recent videos. The Silver Chase, and of course, the Standard. So that line of figures for Revenge of the Sith is full of clones, and here is another one. And as you can see by the name pill, it has multilingual. This is apparently the US card, I believe. I was chatting with somebody from David from Darkside Toys today, and I asked him about what he's going to be getting in his stock, and he's going to be getting the English name pills. And I wanted to know why. You'd fully expect that if they have the multi-language, that they would be European cards or Canadian, because there's people who speak French and English in those regions. Whereas the American cards you'd expect to be standard, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I just thought I'd put that out there and let me know what you think about that. The back of the card is extremely boring. They're all the same, but all this wave is yet to come. That's Chewbacca and the Phasma wave. If you would like a look at this card close up, join me. Hello there and welcome back. This is it now. Here's a close-up of the card. And I've also got the loose Black Series figures to show you as well. Maybe make a little bit of a comparison with the paint jobs. Let's have a look at it then. So the card itself, I do like the image. I wasn't sure if I liked the card when I saw the publicity. Now look at that there. See how his hair looks lighter? In all the publicity shots, it looked like he had blonde hair now. All it is the shape of the bubble. See, he's got black hair, like the standard Bodhi Taylor sculpt. But when you've got, you see the light's sort of reflecting off the inside of the bubble there, it makes him look blonde. So that's sort of like, put that to rest there. That's why he was looking blonde. And as usual, Mike Television, I think it was him who said, the Australian guy, by the way, that's why I'm changing my voice, my accent. Yeah, he said about lipstick, and it does look like he's got lipstick. So they have done something to the facial sculpt. In fact, let's go on in him there. That's the classic Bodhi Taylor original first phase of his face, if that makes sense. Anyway, so they look like they've done something different to the face. So there is the body, and I'll show you the card as well. And I'll do a little comparison of the paint touch-ups with the last Black Series. As Steve Evans said, this is third time lucky. As you can see, it's nice to see the return of Revenge of the Sith card back. There's plenty of other characters from that film I would like to see come out. I mentioned Appo before, but there are others. And there is the card back. That looks like, just like all the other Revenge of the Sith images they've chosen, just lifted from the film. And as discussed, if it was to ever look computer generated, that image, that's because the film is computer generated. All those films are like modern day cartoons, you know. So much CGI, it was unreal. So here we go. Here are the Black Series figures, which are in essence same figure. That was the first of its kind, which was immediately classified as incorrect by the fans because there wasn't enough grey on it, but it's a nice figure. And then here is, these are the two of the same, and these are the figures I used in the helmet shrinking video. And there is the grey touch up, the grey applications on the shoulder there. And as you can see with these two figures, they have battle damage or scars on them, you know, weathering or whatever you want to call it, which looks nice. And I noticed this today as well. It's on the feet as well. This one has some weathering on the feet, but not on the body, which I prefer that. I like them looking cleaner. Depends on what you want to do with your dioramas. So if you want to do a side by side, this one obviously has a more application on the crunch, the abs. We're going to say the ab crunch, yeah. And then, well, yeah, they're completely different paint apps. Maybe it's a different rank. He's got the insignia there on the right hand side of his chest plate. So there you go. Still got the grey line there, but then obviously, yeah, the calf paints are the same there. I think that's the calf, yeah. Like that one doesn't. So there you go. So whatever, I've got a nice little bit of army building for the 401st there, which is quite nice. As you know, I opened a fair few of them from the Black Series. This one I will not be opening, but again, it is essentially the same figure that is now out again. So it's a repack of sorts, except aside the paint applications. And here is the back of the card. This one has come from Hong Kong, as you can see there. And I look forward to getting the English name pill variant. I prefer them, to be honest. Well, when I do get it, it means I'll have two side by side, two variants, because this is going nowhere other than a Protect Star case. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed that review. I'm kind of rushing here because I'm on my way out tonight, and I am trying to get this ready for an upload at 8 PM as usual. To follow the schedule of the channel, if you are new around here, please do subscribe to Only One Kenobi for more or less daily uploads of vintage collection and Star Wars content. If you have any questions or comments about this figure, please leave it in the comment section below. This is Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out. Damn it. Missed the target. Let's try again. Out.